Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another Tilted Kilt appearance of Sports Scene Live. That's right, we tape here every Sunday at 3 o'clock. We invite you to come on out and see Sports Scene Live being taped and maybe even become a part of the show as well. This show is full of a lot of things. You know, it was an upset weekend. Number 2 Clemson in college football was beaten. Number 10 Auburn was beaten after a 20-0 lead over LSU, so the Tigers won a big one. And Dutchtown came up with a big upset over Sandoval. We'll talk to both coaches about that one. And we've got the queen of homecoming from EA to join us as well. So we've got a lot to talk about, a lot to say, and hopefully you'll come by the Tilted Kilt too, because they got 50 televisions here. They've got a private room where we tape the show, and they've got a lot of great food on their menu. But all that's coming up a little bit later. We'll be right back.
Whether you're hurt by a dump truck or a garbage truck or any kind of commercial vehicle, you may have a big case worth big money. And these are some of the big results I fought to get my clients. Just call me, get it done.
Call 888-8888.
Do you have car problems? The next time you need your automobile towed, make it easy. Just call 2A's Towing. They offer the most affordable rates in Ascension Parish. For 24-hour towing, call 675-8357. Diaz Tire and Auto Repair invites you to shop with them in Gonzales and the Highway 42 Prairieville location. Bring your school ID and get $5 off oil, lube, and filter. Diaz Tire, Airline Highway Gonzales, and Highway 42 Prairieville.
Whatever your car is doing, we'll check it out and fix it right.
Amco Transmissions on Coursey Boulevard in Baton Rouge, 752-0081.
Double A, MCO.
A&M Heating and Air Conditioning has been locally owned and operated by Tony Arsenault since 1988. They have an honest reputation based on sound advice and great service. Call A&M Heating and Air Conditioning today for all of your service needs. Bertrand's Pharmacy has been providing personal medication counseling for over 30 years. Andy and Jeannie Bertrand, registered pharmacists, honor many prescription plans. Bertrand's is open Monday through Saturday. Phone 644-5641. Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Pico Computers has years of experience. Pico will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882. Tilted Kilt is food, friends, beer, sports, and fun, awaiting you at Gonzales' newest sports pub near Cabela's. Check out the food and views at Tilted Kilt. Hearty meals like sirloin and cheesesteak salad. The Tilted Kilt, home of the Sports Scene Live TV show, Sundays at 3 p.m. Come be a part of the fun.
Welcome back to the Tilted Kilt, everyone. Ready to talk more football with Sandoval head coach David Oliver. Coach O, first loss of the year. I know it's got to be a tough one after having a lead at halftime.
Yeah, it was difficult, but hopefully it's an experience we can use as a football team and move forward. I told our kids we have a good football team, and we need to manage the game a lot better than we did against Dutchtown. Some of that was our doing, some of it was their doing, but we can't make as many mistakes as we made and expect to win a football game.
Yeah, 3 fumbles lost. That's a big factor right there.
Well, we did, and we had 5 turnovers total. We had one was a bad decision on a pass. We tried to throw it over a guy, and another one was a ball that was in and out of a receiver's hands. It was a little bit behind him, and the ball popped up. Their linebacker picked it off. We had a running back fumble, and then the other one was a special teams fumble. The guy was going back to field to kick and stepped in a little divot on the field, and his leg buckled, and he fell down, and the ball kind of hit him and got up on him. But those are mistakes that a lot of those we can control and have an impact on. And our short yardage offense was not great, and that was a big. Right before half, it was 14-7. We had a 3rd and 1, inside their 10, and got stuffed, and so we took the field goal. And I thought, teams that don't convert on 3rd and short have a hard time winning. And then we came out the second half, and 3 consecutive drives we had 3rd and short, and failed to convert and had to punt out of our own end. So the whole 3rd quarter was played inside our 45-yard line, and field position just finally got to us.
You had to feel pretty good at the start. Hayden Miller was, I think, 9 for 9 in the touchdown drive, right to start the game off.
Yeah, we played well early. We got hit by a big play right out the gate. They got the ball, and in their first series on the 3rd down, we brought a little pressure and left the guy totally uncovered, and they went about 50 yards for a touchdown, which was only the second time we've been behind all year. You know, we played Helen Cox in week 2, and they hit a vertical pass early, and we held them to a field goal. Other than that, we've kind of been ahead wire to wire, so we hadn't been used to playing from behind. And so, you know, to be able to come back with 17 quick points and you know, in a game where they're trying to slow it down in a hostile environment against a Parish rival, I was pretty excited. And then the third quarter, I just was not very excited about the way we produced. I thought our defense kept us in the game most of the game, and they finally, you know, field position just wore them out.
You know, you never want to lose a game, but when you do lose a game, there's a lot of teaching points and a lot of re-emphasis and refocus, and that may help you in a sense.
It does, you know, and the things that we emphasize, you know, are things that we got to do. We got to get consistent in everything we do. An example is, you know, we had 2 great punts by Halen Miller that pinned Dutchtown inside their 1-yard line. But then we also, when we in third quarter, when we were coming out of our own end and couldn't convert these 3rd and 1s, he had punts of 10 and 11 yards. So, you know, those are where we need the big punts to move them out. And you know, we just got to consistently do a better job of the things we're doing. We played good enough in most of the series to win that game. We just didn't play well enough over 4 quarters to do it.
So talk about your next one coming up.
Next one is McKinley. You know, McKinley is, I think they're 4-3, and they're also 1-1 in district. They got a win over Broadmoor, and they played Catholic Friday night and lost 48-28. You know, we're concerned about their quarterback. We're not sure whether he's going to play or not, but they got a left-handed kid and 2 or 3 receivers that have great speed on the outside and, you know, can do a lot of damage. They threw 4 long balls against Catholic High, and after playing Catholic, we know how difficult it is for Catholic to move the ball on them like that. But the kid got hurt towards the end of the Catholic game. Actually, weird game. Both those quarterbacks got hurt. Catholic's quarterback went out, so I don't know if he'll be ready for EA this week. That'll be an interesting storyline. And then this kid went out and didn't come back, so I'm wondering if he's going to play against us. And if he plays, you know, it's going to be a challenge. He's the kind of guy that we're going to have to really work to shut down and keep a couple high safeties up to prevent that deep pass.
One thing we've noticed over the years is McKinley's always a physical football team.
They are. You know, we notice on defense they're playing a lot more zone coverage this year than they have. And, you know, Coach Hilton's a defensive guy, and he's been around the Baton Rouge area for a number of years. Central and, you know, Scotlandville. You know, he's been a head coach at a number of places and has always had a very good defense. So we know that'll be a challenge for us. Hopefully this is the kind of game where we'll have a little edge in the special teams and we'll win that field position battle because there's a lot of hidden yards that tend to show up against McKinley.
How do you approach this week as you prepare after losing your first game of the year and you refocus and getting the team back on track?
Well, I told our coaches I was almost a little, you know, you're never relieved for a loss, and I don't want it to sound like that, but you know, when you're talking about preparing for McKinley, I think I'd rather prepare for them off of a loss because our kids are going to be very hungry to prove that that was just a one-time thing, not an every-time thing, as opposed to you come in undefeated, you might have a tendency to overlook a very good football team.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it gives you a chance to have them refocus and rededicate what they have to get done.
Yeah, and at the end of the line, we had too many penalties and too many mistakes to win that game. And, you know, we talked about it all week about, you know, we had the big win over Catholic, let's not come out flat. And I thought our kids played hard. I just didn't think our execution was where it needed to be. And like I said, some of it was us. And, you know, you got to give Dutchtown credit. Some of it was them. I told Coach Mistretta before the game how the difference I saw between last year's team and this year's team about how hard they compete and how hard they play on film. And, you know, we just failed to match their intensity in a couple key situations.
You know, one thing I've noticed, and this is something that the people at home don't get to see, is the coaches come in here and they sit down and they kind of listen to each other sometimes. Sometimes they're separate and single, one-on-one, and at other times there's groups. And you guys have a lot of respect for each other. I really like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's a hard job to have, you know. You know, there's only, you know, probably, I don't know, maybe there's 10 people in the parish that understand what it's like to be in that role, in that chair. You know, there's the guys that are the current head coaches, and then, you know, David Swacker's a guy that a lot of people lean on who had this job for a number of years. But, you know, this is a hard job to do, and you got to get information from guys in a like situation. And, you know, those guys are in our league, and, you know, they're in our parish, and we love competing against them. And, you know, there's 3 very good football programs on the east side, and that's not even considering Donaldsonville and Ascension Catholic, which are doing a great job also.
Yeah. This is really a football mecca. This whole area, it's incredible.
It's been pretty strong since I've been
1A,
here.
3A, 5A, doesn't matter. They're all really solid.
It's been very good.
It really has. All right. Well, we appreciate this, and hopefully things will turn around for you against McKinley, and we'll be able to talk about a W next week.
Sounds good.
All right, let's take a look at our Player of the Week. Galvez Seafood Company, along with Sports Scene Magazine and TV, would like to present this plaque to our Player of the Week, and our plaque sponsor is Casa Maria Mexican Grill. And Grant Alexander, number 21, wide receiver. Congratulations on being our Player of the Week.
I just want to thank my coaches and my teammates who helped get the victory over Catholic and help just prepare me for success during the week.
I tell you what, that first drive kind of set the tone for the whole game. You had a big run from your quarterback, and then you got a big pass to help set up the touchdown.
Yes, sir. It really helped the momentum going our way and set up the rest of the game, and just rode that momentum throughout halftime and had to pick it back up after.
You guys are playing really good football right now, and you're staying pretty busy. You don't just catch passes. You're also out there on the special teams, too.
Yes, sir. I'm on punt returner and kick returner, just trying to help out my team any way I can.
All right, tell us about the next game coming up. It's another district game and another rivalry game.
Yes, sir. It's Dutchtown, and always got to come out and compete with their rich history and just show them that it's Santa Ma's time now.
Well, it really is this year. You guys have got to go undefeated. I've got a pop quiz for you. You ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's your favorite movie?
I'm going to have to go with Forrest Gump.
All right. What about a player, your favorite player?
I think I'm going to have to go Julian Edelman.
All right. And a player or a person you'd like to meet that you haven't met?
I want to say Jordy Nelson.
That's a good one. All right. Another wide receiver. How about your favorite food?
Spaghetti.
And a mentor, somebody who's meant a lot to you in your life, have you become the person you are today?
My dad. He's really just shown strength throughout our life, well, my life especially. Just losing my mom at a young age and just having him there just always helped.
Well, congratulations once again. You passed the pop quiz too, so good luck to you this week.
Thank you.
Grant Alexander, wide receiver.
Your custom-built dream home is more affordable than ever at Roland Homes. Quality comes first on all our modular and manufactured homes. Roland Homes has a huge inventory in many styles and floor plans. And if we don't have it, we'll custom build it, so you'll find the right home to fit your lifestyle and your budget. New or pre-owned, financing is available. Plus, home improvement and repairs are even easier with Roland Homes parts and accessories now on site for your convenience. All at one location to better serve you. Roland Homes in Prairieville.
Big O Tires is now open in Santa Ma. They offer tires, alignments, brakes, and oil changes. If it's got tires, we've got you covered. Stuck on the road? Call their 24/7 roadside assistance number, 445-3635. Big O Tires in Santa Ma.
They swarm, they nest, they will destroy your home.
Eliminate the colony and eliminate termites for good.
We're one of the area's largest volume leaders in Centricon installations. Call the original Salvant. Call the Bug Man.
923-BUGS.
Automotive repairs? We've got you covered. Tyrus Total Automotive in Prairieville and Santa Ma Muffler and Brake Service. See us for CV shaft work, brakes, tune-ups, air conditioner, tires, and diagnostics. Wherever you are in Ascension Parish, visit one of Tyrus' convenient locations. Bro Welding and Industrial Supply prides themselves on same-day delivery. Customer service is our #1 priority. They deliver on time, every time. Bro Company, serving the area for over 30 years. On the web at broco.com. See FOT Financial Services for all your money needs. They have loans for any worthwhile purpose. Auto, furniture, appliance, home improvement, and vacation loans. Celebrating over 50 years of service, FOT Financial Services. Outmuscle the outdoors with a Kawasaki Brute Force 300 featuring sporty performance and agile handling, or try the Brute Force 750 with twin-engine digital fuel injection and automatic transmission, available at Lightspeed Motorsports. Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Piku Computers has years of experience. Piku will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882. Tilted Kilt is Gonzales' newest sports venue. You'll find refreshing new food choices with appetizers like loaded tater tots, pub nachos, bacon cheeseburger sliders, and beer battered onion rings. Check out the food and views at the Tilted Kilt near Cabela's, home of the Sports Scene Live TV show, Sundays at 3 p.m.
Welcome back to the show of Tilted Kilt. Larry Matson with you here at Sports Scene Live. And boy, we've got an exciting coach to talk with now. Darnell Lee, the head coach of East Ascension, 31-0 win over Broadmoor. Not only a shutout, but 2-0 in district play, 6-1 on the year. You got it going, Coach.
Excited, man. We're having fun, man. We're looking forward to every game.
Well, you're undefeated in the district, which means you're at the top of the list right now.
Not really focusing on that too much. You know how quickly that can change.
Yeah. So you got to play every week, week to week, don't you?
Yes, sir.
One week at a time.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. Your defense is incredible. I've got the final stat sheet here, folks. Let me tell you something. They gave up only 3 first downs, 11 total yards. Now, I mean total for the game. I mean, that's unheard of, 5 sacks.
Right. I mean, they've been playing like that all year, you know, and I mean, Coach Zachary every week is still emphasizing aggressiveness, assignment, sound football, you know. So, you know, we're still trying to improve every week.
Your quarterback had a good game. Your offense is moving the football, as 31 points would indicate. And so you've got both sides of the football playing well right now.
Yes, sir. And I think the blessing part about it is that we got a lot of kids an opportunity to play, you know. We got the big lead early. It was like 28-0 at halftime, and we put the starters in for another series to start the second half, and then we were able to get the guys who worked hard and practiced all week an opportunity.
You know, I was going to talk about that too. And I guess if there's a coaching thing from this game, would be the penalties. That's the one thing you'd like to cut back.
Right. And when you have guys that hustle as much as we do, you know, we're still young as a unit on offensive line. So, you know, it's going to happen. But we'd rather get that out of the way now and iron out the kinks before we get deep into the district.
I would think your practices are a little bit more lively when a player knows he's going to get to play, or he has gotten to play when he hasn't. He's been sitting on the bench for a while and he got a chance to play. You get the enthusiasm really boils all the way down.
It finally pays off for him. You know, just like anybody else. You know, you go to work all week, you look forward to that paycheck. But these guys, they never know when it's coming when you're a backup. You know, an injury may give you an opportunity, or you know, if we get a good lead on somebody, then you get the chance to play and it pays off.
Yeah, and you can't hold them back when you do that. You're up 31-0. And you're a wide receiver, you're a quarterback, you're a running back, whatever. Hey, you want to show the coach what you can do. So you're not trying to load the score up.
Right.
But those players want to play and show what they can do.
Right. We tend to run the ball more and go with more high percentage throws just to get the ball in their hands and try to keep first down moving and keep that clock running.
Keep that clock running. Yeah, it's incredible. You had minus 10 yards rushing against the Spartans and 21 passing, so a total of 11 yards for the game, not just a quarter, not just a play, but the entire game.
Entire game.
Yeah, your defense is just outstanding, but that puts a lot of pressure on your offense because they get the ball a lot that way.
yeah, and honestly, I mean, I felt like the first half our defense was on the field a bit too much. You know, we had a couple of 3-and-outs in there, and when we can't afford to be slow starters. I mean, Dutchtown taught us a lesson with that.
All right, talk about your next game, and it's another district game. So you need a stretch run now.
Yes, sir. Catholic High Bears. You know, coaches got them. They're rolling. I mean, they're Catholic. You know, sound assignment based, strong, fast. They have a couple of difference makers. Don't have the Clyde Edwards or the Darius Geisler they had in the past, but you know, I just heard that quarterback was hurt last week, so I mean they're kind of plugging them in just like St. Charles Catholic did. You know, good programs. Make the substitutions.
Yeah, the next man up is important, and in this case, their quarterback came in, I think, threw for 3 touchdowns as a backup quarterback.
That's right. You know, we talk about the backups. Those guys, they work hard and they wait on the opportunity. When they get it, make the most of it.
And Catholic, by the way, is 1-1, so they're going to be hungry in district play, and they get a victory. They're back up on top with you guys.
Yes, sir. It's a big game. It's a real big game for us.
What would be a scouting report without giving away your game plan? Giving us a scouting report?
You know, number one is not shooting ourselves in the foot. You know, with penalties. You know, clean up the special teams play, which our special teams did pretty good this past week. We didn't have any bad snaps. You know, Ryan Grimion was putting kickoffs in the end zone, which is helping our defense. You just got to play assignment football against Catholic.
Well, that means so much. A kickoff that goes. I think the high schools one day are going to have to move it back another 5 yards because the high school kickers these days are all kicking them into the end zone now. It didn't used to be that way.
No, this is our first since I've been there. And that was our deal all off season. We talked, and he said, "Coach, I'm gonna be ready. I'll be able to put him in the end zone for you." Having to face Santa Maria last year and the years prior.
You cut back any long runs, any kind of great field position. Really.
And it helps your defense. They had to drive 80 yards.
Yeah. Oh, it's outstanding. It's interesting that the total offensive plays in this ball game against Broadmoor, they had 41 offensive plays. You had 49, so you think it's going to be a pretty even ball game. But they're 41 going backwards, and you're 49 we're going forwards.
Take the hat off to our defensive coaches and our kids. They bought in and they're playing hard.
Yeah. What? Just to get back on Catholic again, their tradition, their bar has been raised high over the years.
Right.
And they've got a new coach. Of course, the coach is kind of in the situation you were in. He was there a number of years and then moved into the starting, or not starting, but moved into the head coaching slot.
And that's an asset. He's familiar with the tradition and the culture and the style of play at Catholic. And him having been a coordinator, he knows all the kids, and he's kind of keep the same offensive scheme in, and they just pick up where he left off.
So, any trick plays you got for them?
Oh, I can't tell that now. We try to put one in every week, but
do you? Yeah,
we do. Sometimes
may not use it, but you've got it.
May not use it, but we have it in the bag.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's good. We've got a lot to talk about for next week for sure for another district game. But I'm really excited for you guys and the way you're playing. And we had that game on a webcast as well, and it was 31-0 a final against Broadmoor, and they're struggling a bit. But you guys are. You got it on the roll. 6-1 on the year, 2-0 in district play. We wish you the best of luck in the next one. Look forward to talking to you next week.
We appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Let's take a look now at our player of the week.
Galvez Seafood Company, along with Sports Scene Magazine and TV, would like to present this plaque to Jordan Campbell, the defensive end. And our plaque sponsor is Pot and Paddle, Jambalaya Kitchen, Dine-In, Carry-Out, and Catering. Congratulations on being our player of the week.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Like to maybe comment about your coaches, your players, your teammates?
I have a great coaching staff. Well, I don't have a great coaching staff, but my coaches do really good in coaching me up. I wouldn't be able to do anything without my coaches or the team. So we had to stick together, though.
Well, y'all really did stick together in this last game. You fell behind 12-0 early, but you were able to come back, and of course, Jamel London, the difference maker there. But your defense is really coming on strong.
Yes, sir. We have Coach Zach that's been helping us out a lot, and he's a really great coach, and I feel like he made a big difference on us.
Well, you pressured the quarterback all night. You pressured the running backs. You stopped the run. You came up with some sacks. You came up with some big plays, and it's kind of fun to. Well, what do you look for when you're on a defensive line? Do you look for the block? Do you look for the running back, the quarterback? Who do you read?
I usually read the tackle, and I just read upfield, and wherever the ball's at, that's where I try to go.
Do you like a swim move, or do you like the bull rush, or what?
I like the bull rush, and then I rip off.
And talk about your next game coming up, because it's another big one, a district game.
Yeah, we're going against Broadmoor. I can't wait for that game. I'm really excited for it.
And you're looking forward to that one. And, of course, the season is really going good for you guys right now. I mean, you fall behind, you get back to lead. You've only had one loss. I mean, this has been a really good football season for East Ascension.
Yes, sir. It's been a very good, very, very good football season for us.
I got a pop quiz for you now. You ready?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite movie?
Fast and Furious 7.
What about a player you'd like to meet?
Cameron Jordan.
And who is your favorite player?
Cameron Jordan.
That makes sense. What's your favorite food?
I like crawfish etouffee.
Now I got a question for you. Who has been a mentor in your life, somebody who has meant a lot to you to be who you are today?
If I had to say one person, it'd be Cameron Jordan, because without him, I wouldn't really have a what's it called, like a
mentor.
Yeah, basically.
Somebody that really you look forward to and try to emulate, try to be like him.
Yeah, I want to be just like him. He's the DN for the Saints. I want to be like him.
Well, you're on the right road right now. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right. Jordan Campbell, our player of the week from East Ascension.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's interior and hardware specialists, you've got it made.
Galvez Seafood, now serving our popular boiled crawfish. Check out our daily lunch and dinner specials. We have something for everyone. Join us for steak night on Thursdays, or sink your teeth into our $5 burger and dollar draft special every Saturday for lunch. Book our private room for your next party or meeting, or let us cater your next function. Locally owned and operated, we pride ourselves on homemade. If you haven't already, come check us out. Galvez Seafood, Highway 42 in Prairieville.
Hebert Steel Incorporated, Gonzales and Baton Rouge, offers structural steel fabrication. Hebert Steel is a proud supporter of all high school sports in this area. Phone 644-5316 or 291-2144. Selling your home? Rick Gotro with Realty Executives in Prairieville can do a comparative market analysis to properly value your home before it goes on the market. Call Ricky today, 715-7256.
Pedrine's Portable Buildings invites you to visit their new location on the Airline Highway in Prairieville. Pedrine's offers free estimates, free delivery in surrounding areas, and setup. We do workshops, outdoor kitchens, even snowball stands. Pedrine's Portable Buildings.
It's hurricane season. Rescom Electric installs Generac generators for residential and commercial customers. Keep your family and business safe. Call Rescom Electric today for your Generac generator, 622-3647.
BNC Electric in Gonzales and Baton Rouge has starters, alternators, generators, and batteries for autos, trucks, marine, tractors, forklifts, and heavy equipment in stock. BNC Electric, starter and alternator headquarters, serving Gonzales and Baton Rouge. Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Pico Computers has years of experience. Pico will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882. For sports, food, and fun, it's the Tilted Kilt in Gonzales. All sports fans will enjoy entree choices like beer-battered fish and chips, grilled pork chops, smothered chicken, and more. Check out the food and views at Tilted Kilt near Cabela's Parkway, and come be a part of the Sports Scene Live TV show Sundays at 3 p.m.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. We have a very special guest, Briley Brown, our homecoming queen from EA, and we do appreciate you coming by and spending some time with us here at the Tilted Kilt, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I've got your bio here, so I know all about you, but first let me just ask you this. What was it like to be announced at halftime? We were there, and it was like 19 or 20 girls on the court, and then you don't know until they make the announcement, right?
Right.
That had to be exciting.
It was very exciting, and I saw like all my family up in the stands, and it was like I could see right where they were. They just like they all were like screaming and everything. It was awesome. It was a big surprise too.
Well, Ronnie and Tanya Brown are your parents. I know they're proud. And by the way, Ronnie would be with us here today, except he's watching the Saints game in the Dome, so he couldn't make it today. Y'all have season tickets.
Yes, sir.
You broke away to be here, though. That was nice.
Right.
And your mom, too, which is good, too. All right. I've got it here. You're a 4-year member of the EA volleyball team, 4-year member of the student council, and there's a lot more here we'll talk about, too. And you play softball, too, so
yes.
A multi-sport person.
Yes.
Talk about how you got to be on the court and then how you got to be the queen.
Well, they did it like you get the school votes for like the court, and then you go and whoever got the most votes gets queen or whatever. But I don't really know.
So it's a student body vote? Is that what it is?
Yes, it's a student body, but...
Okay, it's like being president of the class.
Right. In a way, I guess.
You know what's amazing about this, that 10 years from now, 15 years from now, when you come back to homecoming, wherever you might be living in the country, and you come back for homecoming, you'll always be that former queen.
Right.
It'll be
it
with
still
you
just
all the time.
blows my mind. Like, I still just sit there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm homecoming queen. Like, I kind of forgot. Like, I'm like, wow, okay.
All right, you're going to be a nursing student at Nicholls State. Do you have any idea what a nephrectomy is? Well, you will one day. I've had a nephrectomy. That's why I had to ask that question. You have to go look it up when you get home. All right. You're also on the STEAM team. What is that?
It's like an environmental team at East Ascension that just got made this year, actually, like by my favorite teacher, Dr. Porsche. at East Ascension. She made the EAC team, and it's like a green kind of thing to like help the school like go green and improve the earth and everything.
All right. And you're a member of the softball team and an Interact Club as well. Hobbies include drawing, playing sports, attending EA functions, spending time with the family and friends, and playing with your dog, Benny.
Oh, my dog Benny is my
I got to know
love of my
what kind
life.
of dog you have.
A Labradoodle.
Oh, okay. What is that?
It's a lab and a poodle mix.
Oh, okay. A Labradoodle.
She's awesome. She ran the parade with me and everything. Love her.
I didn't realize that. All right. Well, I got to ask you a couple more questions here because they're here. You spend time coaching younger volleyball players too. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I went to St. Teresa, and I help there sometimes. And then also my dad's best friend's daughter plays volleyball at St. Jude, and I also go help over there, like in the summer and everything, with their little middle school volleyball team.
Okay. Well, that's outstanding. You stay very active. There's no question about that.
Very busy, all the time.
What position do you play in softball?
Softball, right field.
Oh, okay. And I see some other things here that you're very active senator in student council too. Talk about that a little bit.
Student council at our school is actually a really good program. We did it this year. I've been doing it since my freshman year, but as senator of it, it's kind of like president, vice president, then senator, and we just work on like things like homecoming. We do that, prom, pep rallies. EA pep rallies are like famous. Like we do like a bunch of cool stuff at that. So we come up with the ideas for all that.
Yeah, I've got a picture here. I don't know if we probably can't zoom in enough to see this, but that's the homecoming court in the different positions. We'll have pictures of all the girls in our Sports Scene magazine, and of course a half-page color photograph of our queen that we have here today. But that just gives you an idea of how many girls are on the court, and you only had one chance in almost 20, so that was really good that you were able to win that.
I was very surprised.
That's outstanding. Anything else that we haven't talked about you'd like to talk about? I mean, we got your dog in here, so that's good. Anything else?
I also do yell leading, and that's a big thing at the school. Our student section is a big thing at East Ascension.
Well, that is great. All right, I've got to ask you this question. This is a question that my predecessor would ask the girls every time that he'd have a queen on. When you look back at this a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, whatever, what will be the one thing that you'll remember most about you being queen of homecoming?
How great my school really is and how big of an honor it was.
Well, that's a nice answer, but it's not the answer we were looking for. We were looking for that you were on Sports Scene television. I'm only kidding with you. Okay?
That too.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, my predecessor did that, and I wanted to be sure I got that question in, and we'd try to do that. Well, congratulations once again. I think it's great, and we're so proud of you and so excited to have you here with us on the show.
Thank you so much.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from the blue chip athlete to blue collar worker. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
If it's glass you need, you can depend on Airline Glass and Upholstery, 724 Airline Highway, Gonzales. They've been taking care of your glass and upholstery needs since 1972. Give Stephen or Tanya a call today at 647-1040. Ascension Ready Mix supplies concrete for residential, commercial, and industrial clients. They're a locally owned company with locations in Prairieville and Baton Rouge. Ascension Ready Mix, phone 677-7177. Acadian Custom Cabinets creates a custom product to your specs. They're professionals that do incredible work that lasts for years to come. The owner is hands-on to give you exactly what you want. Acadian Custom Cabinets, phone 622-6337. Bruyette's Automotive Paint and Body are collision repair specialists. Their certified trained technicians offer state-of-the-art repair. They offer free estimates and all insurance claims are welcome. Bruyette's Automotive Paint and Body. BNC Electric in Gonzales and Baton Rouge has starters, alternators, generators, and batteries for autos, trucks, marine, tractors, forklifts, and heavy equipment in stock. BNC Electric, starter and alternator headquarters, serving Gonzales and Baton Rouge. Outmuscle the outdoors with a Kawasaki Brute Force 300 featuring sporty performance and agile handling, or try the Brute Force 750 with twin-engine digital fuel injection and automatic transmission, available at Lightspeed Motorsports. Tags and Titles is your one-stop shop for all your DMV and notary needs. Renew your driver's license, ID card, or handicap ID. If it has wheels and a title, they can handle it for you at Tags and Titles, located in Sanama. Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Piku Computers has years of experience. Piku will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882. For sports, food, and fun, it's the Tilted Kilt in Gonzales. All sports fans will enjoy entree choices like beer-battered fish and chips, grilled pork chops, smothered chicken, and more. Check out the food and views at Tilted Kilt near Cabela's Parkway, and come be a part of the Sports Scene Live TV show Sundays at 3 p.m.
Well, this was a weekend of upsets. Number 10 Auburn losing to LSU after being ahead 20-0 at one point. Number 2 Clemson in college football lost this weekend, and it's got to be listed as an upset. Dutchtown beat Sanama. They were undefeated going into the game. So, Coach, congratulations. I hope I'm not saying anything off the record here, but it will be back. It was an upset.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We're really excited about it still, and Sanama's got a heck of a football team. They just, I told you last week, they play the game the right way. They got a.
Well, we talked about it today. It was like the NFL. It doesn't get any easier each week.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And from our standpoint, when you're playing teams like that, you've got to keep fighting. You got to learn how to accept adversity and move forward and keep yourself in the ball game, and maybe you have a chance. And that's exactly what happened for us Friday night, and our kids capitalized.
You're 4-3 now for the year, but what's really important, 1-1 in district play. You're right in the hunt.
Well, I can promise you all we really care about is getting better tomorrow and playing Broadmoor this week.
The victory was 24-17. We heard the score at halftime, and I thought, wow, it's a tight ball game. It was a little tighter than I thought it might have been. And then to find out that Sanama was shut out in the second half, you guys really did something there.
But they did, and we were really fortunate. I think someone asked me today what was the biggest point of the game, and it was the last couple of minutes of the first half. They had a great opportunity down in our red zone, and we held them and forced a field goal. And I was really excited about that. We're down 10 now, or maybe a little more, maybe 17. But anyway, we returned the kickoff a good ways and ended up getting a field goal in the last play of the half, and kind of gave us a lot of momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, it was 17-10 at the half, so it was a tight ball game at that point. And then, of course, turnovers always play a big role in a ball game like that, and the turnovers were big in this one.
That's right, and we talked about it at halftime coming off the field. You're not going to be able to match those guys. Our defense was really having some issues containing them. The quarterback was playing well, and we're not going to sit here and outscore someone. So we said, hey, let's concentrate on keeping the ball, getting first downs, and hopefully our defense will come through and give us some field position, and that's what happened. We were really fortunate to, again, grab some turnovers and then capitalize on them.
I think he had 3 fumbles and 2 interceptions, and that's pretty stout defense there.
Defense,
and Sanama is known for their defense.
Yeah, and they're known for not making a lot of mistakes. I think that's, they were 6-0 coming in. I think the big part of that was they're such a steady team, and when other teams make mistakes, they capitalize on them. So I think we kind of turned the tables there in the second half.
When did you have a feeling that your team was really ready to play and play well? I mean, you've had games this year where Covington was a great example, where you were a big underdog in that one, and you played it right down to the last second. You turn around and win a game in the last second. Then you lose a ball game, and then you come back now and win this game. I mean, do you ever get a feeling during the week that how the team is progressing?
Honestly, I walked out of our meeting Friday afternoon and told our offense coordinator I did not have a good feeling about where the kids' minds were. But, as the game went on and we caught a couple of breaks, that's when they kind of gave them that confidence. And, once that snowball gets rolling, it's kind of hard to stop it, and you just kind of ride it.
The reason I asked the question, I was doing play-by-play for UNO years ago for basketball. Tim Floyd was the coach. Yep. We lose a game at Pan American. We walk out of the gym, and he tells me, Larry, we're not going to win a game this year. And they won the conference championship that year.
It's kind of hard to figure sometimes, and you waste a lot of energy trying to figure out where your kids are, but it's part of the gig.
Well, it was a big victory, but then that was in the rearview mirror. You got to look ahead now because
That's right.
You can't dwell on a loss or a win behind you.
Exactly right, and we've got a game this week that it's easy. You look at Broadmoor's record; it's not all that good, but they've got some good football players, and we better come to play. And it's more. And I'd have said the same thing. I did say the same thing last week. It's more than the opponent right now, where we are as a program. It's about us, and it's about getting better tomorrow, and that's all we can really worry about.
I can tell you this: Broadmoor was pretty much stuffed offensively, but you saw some players that really hit. They were very physical in the game.
I tell you, EA's defense will stuff a lot of teams. Though. That's a really quality group over there. So, no, they do have some athletes, and they're going to work their butts off all week, and that's what our kids need to worry about is taking care of themselves and getting themselves ready.
What would be a
play.
synopsis of a game report or a scouting report on Broadmoor?
On Broadmoor, to me, it goes back, and it usually does, but it goes back to winning the battle up front on both sides of the ball, and that's been a struggle for us at times. This is an opportunity for us to go out and do that, so that's going to be our focal point throughout the week.
All right. The season is winding down toward the end now. We're getting toward the stretch.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing how fast it goes. I mean, I can't believe we're now just week number 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine.
Yeah, we were talking about a long season 7 weeks ago, and all of a sudden here it is down the stretch run.
Yeah, I tell you, walk outside and it still feels like August.
I know. Yeah. When are we going to get that October weather? We're in the middle of October now. Well, tell us about I guess your preparation for this one coming up. It's a game where it's too easy for your players to get overconfident in a sense because you've just come off a big victory, and yet if you let it goes by the boards if you let it slip up the next week.
I tell you, we had the Prairieville Broncos playing at our place at our stadium Saturday morning, and I'm out there with another coach, and they had quite a few folks come up and tell us congratulations and great job on our game Friday night. And I told the coach I was with, man, I can only imagine how often the kids are hearing that this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Come Monday.
How great they are.
Yeah, come Monday, get them refocused.
Get their feet back on the ground.
On what's important. And again, I keep saying it, but it's so true. The only thing that really matters is that tomorrow we get a little bit better than we are today. And keeping that mindset, and I think that's what's going to give us a chance to play our best down the stretch.
Yeah, your players, a lot of them know that they're going to be on the cover of Sports Scene magazine this week. They were at the Waffle House, and my boss was there and told them that. How do you know that? Well, he said, I own the company, so they're excited about that. So congratulations.
Well, we're all excited about any type of publicity we can get at this point in the program, and we appreciate you and everything you guys do for us.
Right. Thank you. We're going to take a look now at the Player of the Week. Sports Scene Magazine and Galvez Seafood Company would like to present this plaque to our Player of the Week, Jacoby Johnson. And our Dutchtown High School Player of the Week plaque is sponsored by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Tony Goudeau and, of course, Allstate Insurance. Congratulations once again on being our Player of the Week.
Thank you very much. I much appreciate the award.
Well, you guys, up and down, close games, tough situations. You're a linebacker. You like to get in there and mix it up a little bit. You guys had a 12-0 lead, but it got away from you.
Yes, sir, it did. We allowed a big play to slip, and then our team's energy did go down. But that's something that we've constantly been working on throughout the year.
Yeah, you lost the game with 1 yard to go and maybe 5 more seconds, you would have won it. Another one you win in the last second field goal, and this one it got away from you. But you guys are playing it's just not consistent enough. Right now you're playing really good football at times, though.
Yes, sir, we are. Like, whenever we did lose to Covington, we took a lot of positives, and that we fought the whole entire game. And we focus on finishing strong, and that's whenever the consistency comes in, and that's what we're really focusing on this week.
All right, this week you got another district game. It is district time of the year, and talk about that in your next opponent.
We're playing the Santa Maria Gators. They're undefeated right now, so they're a very good football team. They're very sound on film and everything, but we plan on playing a complete game and doing the best, I
talked to your coach about this. Like the NFL, it never gets any easier every week or so.
Yes, sir. It's the opponents build and build and build, and as they are playing throughout the year, they're correcting their mistakes. So every team is better than they are from week one.
All right, I got a different pop quiz for you this week. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. Your favorite movie?
Oh, Fast and Furious 5.
And your favorite player?
In the NFL? AJ Green.
And it's somebody you'd like to meet?
Will Smith.
And how about, well, that would be a tough one, but how about someone that has meant a lot to you in your life that has been a mentor for you?
Can I use two people? I would say my brother and my dad.
Those are two good ones for you. Well, congratulations once again, linebacker Jacoby Johnson.
Thank you. Thank you.
Player of the week at Dutchtown.
Brubacher's Grill at 909 East Ascension Street in Gonzales, where good food and good friends come together. Offering a casual, fun atmosphere with a menu selection to satisfy the whole family. From pizzas, burgers, and po' boys to steaks, seafood, and salads with daily lunch specials and a whole lot more. Bring the whole family or meet friends on the deck. There's fun and entertainment for all. Make Brubacher's your next stop for lunch or dinner. And check out the other 5 locations in Baton Rouge. Taste the great tradition at Brubacher's Grill, where some things only get better.
See Gonzales Military for a big selection of kids' camo and cold weather gear. They carry boots, camo rain gear, rubber boots, headgear, belts, and more. Gonzales Military on Burnside in Gonzales.
St. James Nursery in Gramercy is headquarters for your landscaping needs. They have plants, shrubs, trees, as well as palm trees. See Patrick or Denise Wagaspack or call 869-5254. Roseland Funeral Services remind you to take time to enjoy life and celebrate with your loved ones. Roseland Funeral Services is a locally owned company in Lutcher that's been providing services to the river parishes for many years. Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen, with 3 locations offering daily lunch specials, is one of our newest sponsors. Pot and Paddle for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. A great place for lunch 7 days a week. Baton Rouge, Denham Springs, and here in Gonzales on Cabela's Parkway. Check them out online at potandpaddle.com.
When you need collision repair, you want your vehicle to look brand new. For a top-quality job, request Allen's Body Shop. Their certified technicians have been doing quality work since 1978. Kenny Allen, owner.
Living in the South, we're sometimes too busy to make it to the bank. And if on the go, like me, use the First American mobile app to check accounts, make transfers, deposits, and a whole lot more. First American, a banking tradition since 1910.
Brignac Physical Therapy in Gramercy specializes in physical, massage, pool therapy, sports rehab, vestibular rehab, and dry needling. Most insurance is accepted. Brignac Physical Therapy. Phone 869-0389.
Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Pico Computers has years of experience. Pico will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882. Bring all your friends to the new Tilted Kilt Sports Pub in Gonzales. Enjoy their wings with signature sauces and rubs, as well as burgers like you've never had anywhere else. The Tilted Kilt, home of the Sports Scene Live TV show, Sundays at 3 p.m.
Welcome back to the Tilted Kilt, everyone. We are ready now for Pete's Picks. The predictor, Pete Pasqua, will be talking about his predictions here at the Tilted Kilt. I didn't mention earlier there's an outside area, too, that you can eat and enjoy the ball games from as well, too. So there's a lot of areas here in which to enjoy the meal and enjoy the scenery and the football or baseball games you might be watching. Well, this past week was a week of upsets, and you got upset too, 6-4.
I was unprepared. I kind of winged it last week. Trying to do better.
All right, we got Santa Maria at McKinley.
Okay, I'm picking Santa Maria. Santa Maria had a rough week. Santa Maria needs more playmakers. They need more playmakers besides Cade Nelson. But I mean, that's gonna be an easy game for them. They're gonna be the favorite in that game. They had a rough week with Dutchtown, but picking. All
right, Dutchtown and Broadmoor.
I said they needed more playmakers. They got Vanchon Grayson, and he had scored touchdowns on offense. He the first time they really used him on offense, and he had a big interception at the end to close the deal out, and he had a fumble recovery on the special teams. So, I mean, they got a playmaker in Vanchon Grayson, and they wanted it more than Santa Maria. Man, that's Dutchtown is
That's
be
your
Baltimore, yeah.
All right, how about EA at Catholic? That's a good one.
Okay, we're gonna go with East Ascension. East Ascension's got a great defense. Catholics don't have that quarterback. He got hurt last week. I don't know if he's gonna be back. I like to say a lot of good things about EA. I think they can get better. And right now they're moving up in the polls and the rankings, and they need some of the teams that they beat to continue to win to push them up as high. Because when you get in the playoffs, you're gonna want teams like West Monroe and Barb and Acadiana to come to Burnside and not have to go on the road to play them. But they're a reckless defense. That's kind of what you want sometimes in a defense. They need to be more short tacklers, but they headhunters. They fly to the ball, they swarm. East Ascension, they got Wakefield on offense.
We're running a little short on time, so let me move along to Letcher at Woodlawn. I think that's going to be a really good game.
Letcher, I'm going with Letcher. Woodlawn.
All visiting teams so far.
Woodlawn won a lot of games, but Letcher got their win last week, and Letcher going to get better as the year. They're going to give Plaquemine a game for them, run for their money at the end.
How about St. James at De La Salle?
De La Salle. I'd like to pick St. James, but De La Salle is De La Salle, and they top dog right now.
Donaldsonville and Lesher Charter.
Donaldsonville's coming on for 2 straight losses. They're going to take it to Lucius Charter. So picking Donaldsonville.
All right. And Ascension Catholic will travel to White Castle.
That should be an easy one for us. Ascension Catholic had a rough week last week with Southern Lab, but they still got Jai Williams, Jamal Barber, and Bubba Gotro. Pretty good quarterback, smart guy for them. White Castle's down this year, so Ascension Catholic gonna win that one.
All right, Franklinton at Lakeshore.
See, I was gonna maybe do Plaquemine and St. Michael. That'd be a good game, but I think Plaquemine's gonna take that one pretty easy. Franklinton Lakeshore, the fair is this week in Franklinton. It's 7 years now that the Demons won a state championship in 2010. That might have been East Ascension's defense might be the best defense I've seen since the Demons defense, but the Demons defense had the best offense of all time in the state of Louisiana, scored the most points. Terrence McGee was quarterback then, and his little brother Taj is a senior this year. He was a ball boy. I'm gonna try to go catch that game and check the fair out. Lakeshore is real high. Franklinton has had a tough schedule, and they lost Neville and Covington to open the year, but they playing home. It's fair week. Picking the Demons.
Okay, Franklinton over Lakeshore?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. And then let's go to some college football. We've got a little more time now. How about LSU at Ole Miss?
What a game.
We're talking about the LSU-Auburn game.
Yeah, yes,
down
sir.
20 points and win big.
I want to just Devin White again. Last week, this week, I said that LSU was struggling against SEC teams. They're not anymore. They proved they can compete in the SEC and the SEC West. So, on offense, Danny Etling is gritty. He's a senior. He's a leader. He's not the best quarterback in the world, but he's proves that he can be a winner, He's got some other weapons on offense now that are coming around. It was just Darius Geis at first, but on the receiver, DJ Chalk. Gage.
So you're picking LSU?
Yes, sir. Stephon Sullivan from Donaldsonville, Derek Dillon from Pine. I covered both of them when they were in high school. LSU, yes, sir.
Okay, we've got about 30 seconds. Give me Saints and Green Bay. Without Aaron Rodgers.
He's broken collarbone. Pick the Saints. The Saints saved me this week. Saints saved me this week from having a 500 record. So I'll go with the Saints over Green Bay without Aaron Rodgers.
All right, so 41-17 for the year, 6-4 this past week, but it was upset week, so a tough call to make this past week. Maybe this one will be a little bit better for you.
I hope so. Yes, sir, Mr. Larry.
Right. That's Pete's predictions, Pete's picks. Pete Pasquale. Welcome to Lutcher and our Player of the Week this week. Sports Scene Magazine, along with St. James Parish Hospital, would like to present this plaque to our Player of the Week. Our plaque sponsor is Lutcher Family Clinic and Kieran Gudia. Hope I pronounced that right. The defensive end. Congratulations on being our Player of the Week.
Thank you. I would like to thank my coaches and my teammates for putting me in position to make great plays, and I thank my family and God for this.
Well, I tell you what, you did a great job, and I know it was a tough loss. For the people who may not be aware, the team that they were playing scored a 2-point conversion near the end of the game, went for 2 instead of 1 because of a penalty, and they were able to get the 2 points and win by 1. So that was a tough loss.
Yes, sir. It was a tough game. We played hard the whole game, and we just came back this week and we made a lot of corrections, and hopefully this week we're going to come out with a W.
You've got an opportunity now. Of course, district play is in full swing now. And talk about your next game and your opponent.
St. Michael's, very good. They're have a talented running back, and it's going to be a tough game, but I think we're going to win.
You've had a tough pre-district schedule, and that gets you ready for the big games in district play, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. We played a lot of tough games this year, and I think Coach Jenkins scheduled games like that to prepare us for later on in the year.
All right, we've got a pop quiz for you. You ready? What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I'm going to go with Every Given Sunday.
Oh, that's a good one. How about a player your favorite player?
Tyrann Mathieu.
And a player or a person you'd like to meet someday?
I'm going to say probably Drake. I'm going to meet Drake.
Oh, okay. What about a favorite food?
I like gumbo.
Oh, that's a good one, too. Now, how about a mentor, somebody who has meant a lot to you in your life that to become the person you are today?
I'm going to have to go with my dad.
That's a good one. And how about somebody you'd like to, well, I've already mentioned somebody you'd like to meet. I think I've touched all the pop quiz questions. You've done good on it. I haven't done so well in asking them, but congratulations again on being our Player of the Week.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to St. James, ready to announce our Player of the Week at St. James Parish Hospital. Along with Sports Scene Magazine and TV, we'd like to present this plaque to Kalen Johnson, the running back for the Wildcats. And our plaque sponsor is St. James West Bank Clinic, a department of St. James Parish Hospital. Congratulations on being Player of the Week.
Thank you, thank you. I just want to thank my coaches and all my players for giving me the opportunity to do this.
Well, it gave you a great opportunity to carry that football. You'd like to carry in the rock, huh?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
You don't mind getting knocked around, getting hit?
It really don't matter because I really don't feel it when I'm playing the game.
There you go. Well, y'all got a good year going. Things are happening for you. You're in district play right now. Talk about your next game coming up.
Next game, I'm not playing in the next game probably because I got a little shoulder injury. So I'll probably be there next week.
All right. This past week, what kind of game did you have in this last week?
It was a good game. You know, I ain't ran the ball a lot, but when I got the ball, I made some good plays.
And of course, your season this year, boy, y'all are tearing it up pretty good.
Yeah, we are. I got confidence in my team. You know, we can go all the way probably.
All right. Well, good luck to you. And we want to hit you with a pop quiz right now. You ready for that?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, I don't even watch TV. I don't watch TV.
You don't watch, go to the theater?
No.
Okay. How about a favorite player of yours?
I say like Marshawn Lynch. He's a good running back in the NFL.
Yeah. How about a guy you'd like to meet? Somebody you'd like to meet you've never met?
Let me see. In the NFL?
Anything. Could be politics. Could be whatever.
I like to meet my favorite rapper. You know, Chief Keef. That's my favorite rapper.
There you go. All right. How about your favorite food?
I eat a lot, so it really don't matter what it is.
All right. One last question. A mentor, somebody who's meant a lot to you in your life to have you grow up to be who you are today.
You know, my dad, he teach me a lot of things. He passed a month ago, I think.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that you recognized him here. That was nice. All right. Well, that's going to be it for now. So, Kalen Johnson, our Player of the Week. Congratulations.
All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
From the Wildcats, Kalen Johnson. Once again, that wraps up another show from the Tilted Kilt, Sports Scene Magazine, Sports Scene Television. Don't forget to pick up the magazine this week with the Queen of EA and all her court. And, of course, the stories of the big games like Santa Mom and Dutchtown, the victory for the Griffins. And, of course, we'll have another show next week, Sunday at 3 o'clock. Join us here at the Tilted Kilt.